Welcome to Everyday Black Men, a podcast for official, authentic black male thoughts. I am Riker. I'm joined by R. Reed, aka Burning Cinnamon, and Armstead. We're going to get into it today on the special edition Deadpool 2
arms just as big as yours.
podcast.
You don't look like mine.
I don't care. We got more tattoos. That's
Have
what
you had more water?
Is this really what y'all doing? Y'all like?
water?
Yeah.
I don't feel like this is Deadpool. I feel like this is two fools.
Definitely drinks
Bad pool?
Two fools.
Bad pool.
Deadpool.
Two fools talking about Deadpool.
Having sex during a period. Bad pool, huh?
Deadpool.
Bad pool.
Ugh.
Running in the red river.
Anyway, if you are new to this, you can follow us on Twitter at EVDYBlackMen.
EVDY Black Men.
Everyday Black Men.
Everyday
and of
Black
course,
Men.
On the Everyday Black Men Facebook page.
Website coming sometime
in the nearest future.
In the nearest future.
The nearest of futures. Sorry, man. After that whole Thanos thing, man, he took out our IT guy. he did it, man. He did it.
Goddamn. All he needed to do was lean with it, rock with it.
Man, he did lean with that fist with it.
You should have aimed for the head.
Exactly.
It's been a while since we've been together.
I know, man. It's been a little moment.
We're
Hope everybody enjoyed their Mother's Day. And other holidays that passed. Now,
Nigga,
coming
it's
up
Mother's Day.
Hey,
we don't acknowledge that overseas shit.
Hey man, listen. That's the reason why we weren't here.
Hey, this is the
last week.
Deadpool podcast.
But this
Deadpool
is
didn't have a mother. He was raped as a child by his uncle.
Yeah, exactly. Not the. I mean, I guess that's a terrible Mother's Day. I mean, he was having Happy International Mother's Day in Deadpool 1.
So,
Yes.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2!
Yes.
Dos.
Quattro.
No.
Cinco, say.
No, we're not jumping forward. All right.
If Disney buys, this is the last Deadpool. Just to let y'all know.
But if Comcast saves us,
I actually hope Comcast buys it because I don't want Disney to own everything. And that's what people don't see. All the comic book geeks, we need one universe. No, you don't.
No.
You don't. They can make a deal with Comcast the same Sony did and use them as they may fit, see fit, and pay them millions of dollars.
They
But
could.
the other shit, I don't want that.
nah. Fuck all that consolidation bullshit, nigga.
Because Disney owns Star Wars, Disney owns Pixar, Disney owns Indiana Jones, Disney owns Marvel, Disney. What else they own? They own some other shit that we're not even thinking about.
DreamWorks,
Yeah.
don't they?
Nah, they
No,
don't own
don't
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks,
No, DreamWorks, not yet.
Like,
I mean, I appreciate their whole movies anywhere thing, but you got to think there's a reason why Lionsgate and one other studio held out, and that's because they want to make certain that Disney doesn't just get to rewrite the rules going forward. Because I mean, it's all about consolidation. Oh, they own ABC too, so that means they own ESPN.
ABC family.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And y'all think they keep calling them liberals. ABC is freaking conservative.
Not just freaking conservative, they are
Very conservative.
extremely conservative.
And ESPN is liberal. No, they're not.
No, they just want you to feel like it.
No, they're conservative. Very much so.
Extremely.
I think Comcast is more liberal than them. And that's saying something because they're corporate Democrats.
Yeah, Comcast is. I mean, they're shitty people, but at the same time, they're a lot more liberal than that other guy.
We'll get to that because I got to talk about,
Okay.
Mancy Mamopi.
Well, let's just jump straight on into it now that we've done a little bit of warm up.
I was trying to stream Deadpool to y'all, but I was like, I'm never going to get caught. But
I mean, even if you got caught, you just be like, and people gonna be like, oh, he dead.
I don't know what you just did.
I think he was
Are
having...
you offending deaf people right now?
Or I thought he was having a seizure.
Oh.
Is that what you were doing?
I mean, if you're gonna call it a seizure, sure.
What would you... Anyway, Deadpool 2. What are your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
I love how it opened up and he killed himself and then he went back. I hate when you do stuff and then go back to another part of the movie. I don't.
Actually,
I mean, it
wasn't the
short.
end of it though. It was
a pretty short
mid.
callback. No, he's
Then
talking
he
about
went
the beginning. He's talking about the beginning, the scene where
They
he.
skipped till at least 20 minutes.
No, yeah, I'm talking about, in most movies they'll kill themselves and it's like, well, but before I did this.
Well, he knew he wasn't gonna die from that. We all knew he wasn't gonna die.
Freeze frame.
True.
This is me. This is how I had this dumbass idea. Let me tell you about how I got here. Yeah. They basically did a shortened version of that.
Yeah.
Is Deadpool, like, I don't know what he was gonna, he knew that wasn't gonna work. And
Well, I mean, technically it would have worked. I mean, well, technically you're right. It wouldn't have worked, but it would have worked for the short term, provided Colossus didn't throw all of them into a bag.
I don't even know how that works because they're very inconsistent on how he heals.
Well, when
grows
it's
back.
convenient, things grow back.
Okay.
When it's not convenient, he probably just made a little Deadpool like stick figure, and then just the body will figure its stuff out.
So after watching Deadpool, I went, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
I feel like you were not the only one, but as for me, after watching Deadpool 2, I was like, damn, I want to see this shit again. I love the movie, but
How was your initial thoughts?
Me, I feel like it was just
Armstead.
one, but just
It wasn't like one.
it was to me it was like
One
one,
was
but just
funnier.
stepped
I
up.
don't think so. There was a lot more jokes spread in here.
There was more
almost it was almost too many jokes.
Yeah.
It was approaching that too many more. Because literally there's a joke
In a
every
typical
half
Marvel
second.
movie, a lot of jokes and no villains.
That was one of the jokes.
I-
Typical Marvel movie, a lot of jokes, no villains.
Wow.
But I like the
It had
fact
its
that
funny
it was
moments.
so. I like the fact that it was so self-aware. Like everything about it. Yes, you could say that perhaps it
That's
was
just bad
one
writing.
long-running Logan joke, but we'll
What's
get
the
into
password? I think 7.
that. I think 7.
They
No.
called out their bad writing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just bad writing.
Exactly. But that's the thing that we've come to expect from Deadpool is that he makes a lot of commentary on the things that are going on. I mean,
Broke the
I'll give you
fourth wall.
this. I think the intro to Deadpool 1 was probably better because I mean,
How it started. Was it
how
on
it
the
started
bridge?
with him being on the
What
bridge
song was it
and
on?
doing
Yeah.
the little card. To this time, it was like you don't really understand what's happening until you go back to it 20 minutes later. You're like, oh, that makes more sense.
And then it goes left again with that when the movie starts, and then it goes back to like the beginning sequence. Like it should have been the beginning sequence. Was that the part where Celine Dion was playing? And
Yeah,
that was weird,
Mm.
but it was funny.
it was funny. Like.
But it
I
should've
think
been in
I think the
beginning of
whole
movie.
fact that they threw in the whole from the guys that killed John Wick's 2 dogs. It's like damn, nigga, that shit still
Was it
hurts.
those people?
No, it wasn't actually.
It wasn't?
Oh.
But they were making jokes like it was. Although the director is the same guy who did John Wick 2, or John Wick and John Wick 2.
I fell asleep on John Wick too. I didn't want to tell anybody.
You
I was
probably-
tired, but I don't know.
I'm
if
gonna
it
cut
was
that. I'm
bored
gonna
or
cut
was
this
tired.
whole shit out of the.
No, I really did fall asleep on John
No,
Wick.
exactly. I'm gonna cut this shit.
I remember I was on a
completely
date
out.
and was just watching it. Just like,
Really?
and I fell asleep. And
In the
next thing I
movie
know, I
theater?
woke up. John Wick was he killed somebody in the hotel. Oh, spoiler alert.
I mean, look, if you haven't seen John Wick 2 by this point in time, it is what it is. Same reason for like the reason I didn't go into spoiler alert for Deadpool 2. You know it's a Deadpool
No.
2 review.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck you think this is? We're gonna
Overall, I hear it's a family death comedy.
It is definitely a family death comedy. Probably harkens back closest to Funny Games, if we're gonna go with some of the slapstickiness. But you'd have to know what Funny Games is, and it looks like y'all are both drawing mental blanks. Okay.
Explain.
Quick explain is Funny Games is essentially a family is attacked by 2 guys at their vacation place.
Are they white guys?
Yeah. And every time it looks like the family is going to get away, they use a remote control or a VCR remote to rewind time to then fuck them up. So after a certain point, you're just like, oh, he's finally gonna, they're gonna, no, they're,
Never seen that movie.
If you
It's
get
kinda
a
like
chance,
Click.
yeah, it's a New Zealand film. So,
Who the fuck sees New Zealand film?
well, it didn't get hot until they put it on Netflix, and then it blew up. Kind of like that
wow.
Looking for the Magic movie. What's the name of that movie? Not Last House on the Left. Damn, I can't remember it. But there's a movie where like this guy tries to kill people in his family. I'm quoting like 16 different movies, but basically
1,000 different.
there's it's a horror movie where this family is attacked by these masked men, and little do they know this woman has been training for this her entire life.
The Death Woman? Oh, that's a different movie.
No, the Death Woman's something different. Looking for the magic.
Well, I, on the other hand, I have some questions. Another spoiler.
I don't think it counts at this point.
You're next.
Juggernaut.
Oh, I saw your list.
But continue. So Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Bitch.
What's his power again?
He's unstoppable.
He's
Unstoppable, right?
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah,
supposed
they did not give him his
he's-
full ability.
Yeah, he's not.
But they didn't have the budget to give him his full
He
ability.
should not go fist to fist with.
Oh, him and Colossus do go physical.
No, him and Colossus do go fist to fist. It's just
Really?
Colossus goes fist to lost real quick.
Yeah, Colossus usually lose, but Colossus will fight Juggernaut even in the comics. He don't care.
I mean, but that's the thing about it.
The
Is
indestructible
the
man
one
versus
thing
the
that they,
unstoppable object.
yeah.
It's
Like
supposed to cancel each other
Colossus ain't no bitch nigga. Like
I
that's
didn't
the
say
thing.
he a bitch nigga.
out. Or the Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead. I hate her name.
I love her name.
Super Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead.
Yep, Super Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead.
Who gave her that name?
She did.
She did.
What happens when she's not a teenager?
She still keeps the name.
Super Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead.
I mean,
Super
it's
Mega
not as
Sonic.
simple as Yu-Gi-Oh, but I mean,
True.
it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't.
Well,
It's not that simple. It's not that simple.
I feel like it is that simple.
But anyway, special guest that we have today.
What name are you gonna give him?
RL or Semi?
Semi?
I like RL.
What's
But Semi.
what does RL mean?
Real life.
Real life, nigga.
Is that what it is?
No.
You sure?
It's Raven Lunatic.
Is that what it is?
This is like Mega Sonic Teenage Warhead,
Super
but on
Mega
a black
Sonic
scale.
Warhead teenager.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
7.
You really want?
You really want to know? It is hilarious. It is hilarious.
Well, we're not gonna say it on here, but
Okay.
Oh, I will. I will.
It is
I will.
hilarious.
I will.
It is hilarious.
You know how you always want to name some shit, just some basic ass shit, like password.
That's the password.
Yeah, that's the password.
Why the fuck? Why?
Who would guess it?
Armstead. Why
Who would guess
Armstead?
it?
I would.
Raving lunatic.
I'm a hacker. What do you mean? Why? That's the first.
We're
password.
talking about Deadpool and
In hacking, apparently.
Hack and slash.
Deadpool was awesome.
Deadpool
Favorite
2
movie
was
this
great.
year. Favorite
Deadpool,
movie.
you really like it?
not this year.
Yeah, favorite movie
Yeah,
this year.
for this year. I like I understand, so let's get into it. I understand that your main problem, or one of your main problems, that there wasn't any real villains.
No, that's not my main problem. It just didn't do it for me.
Why?
I don't know why. It just didn't do it for me. It was, I laughed. I think that whole, what do they call it, being self-aware shit is just annoying after a while. It's too, he did it too
Hold on,
much.
I'm talking about. You're saying the point of the comic in which they made a movie out of is annoying.
Oh,
That's
I don't
exactly what he just
I don't
said.
particularly enjoy
That's
it.
exactly what he just said,
I don't
RL.
particularly enjoy the comic that much either.
Well,
So
that
why
might be
did you go
first.
see the movie?
Because it's funny.
But
I
then
don't
why did
think
you
it's
expect
good.
something different from the? This
He
is-
did it too
This
much.
is like trying to explain to a woman. So why did you curse her out? Because I hate that bitch. But why did you go up and talk to her? Because she was in the same room as me.
Deadpool is so annoying. Even in the comic books, he'll skip a few panels ahead in the comic to see what's going on.
But that's the whole idea of him
Exactly.
knowing that he's.
That's
in a comic.
annoying that you're aware that you're aware.
But
It's cynicism.
But that's the whole point.
That's
If
all
you don't
he's
like
just-
it, just don't read it.
All he is
It's like if you don't
cynic.
like Taco Bell, don't go eat there.
He's a cynic.
This
And
nigga
then-
going to Taco Bell every day.
Deadpool-
They got tacos at Taco Bell.
He's
It
never
gives him the runs.
He died like 5 times.
He didn't die. He can't die.
No, he died
died
technically
when he went
once,
to think
but it
about
don't
it.
matter because
No, I'm talking about the fake death scenes, and they were. It was funny the first time. It was funny the second time, but the third and fourth time, I'm just like, nigga died.
Okay, if anything, I'm sorry to interrupt anybody, but if anything, if I could watch that X-Force part when they jumped out of the helicopter maybe 15 more times, spoiler alert, whatever.
You don't do.
No, we ain't doing no spoilers.
Oh, okay,
we're just
well,
gonna-
fuck the
yeah.
viewer. Okay.
Listen,
If I could watch that scene maybe 100 more, man, you do this. If I could watch that scene 100 more times, I would, because just the fact that a parachute jumped out of there. And I
it was
forgot
so
there was
fucked
an
up that
invisible
they
man.
showed us a movie with the X-Force, like it was gonna be about the X-Force. But I should have known something when they pulled Zeitgeist and
Yeah.
Bedlam. Those people have never even been popular. I didn't even know who the fuck they were.
No, they've been popular in the sense that they had 3 hardcore fans. Them niggas was begging, and when they heard they were gonna be in the movie, they're like, "Yes, finally my favorite character." Only for them niggas to get killed so quickly, and for the rest of us
Why
to
do
get
you
a
say
laugh at their
Peter?
expense.
In the mid-credit scene.
Because Peter, I mean,
Because Peter is Peter.
He's a
Like
Peter.
he's Peter.
everyone wants to say that Peter.
Exactly. You say your dick.
Y'all don't have a
Always.
reason. Y'all don't have a reason.
Because look, Peter,
Y'all don't have a reason.
Peter was just there to have a good time. He didn't deserve to die. Everybody else thought they were tough, and you got this girl who's got luck, which is just really confusing.
That's not even her.
I
power
love
in the
Domino's.
comics.
I love Domino's ability as we're
I
mentioning
actually
it
did.
now.
Like, yeah,
I thought that she
She's
was
just
the
one
coolest thing in
lucky
the
ass
movie.
woman, just waltzing through life. Can never get pregnant unless she wants to be. Can never
That
have
means
any
you can
bad
shoot that
day.
club up and you'd be like,
You can shoot that club up and then some.
Isn't there a superhero that's unlucky?
Actually, I think you're right.
There is like an X-Men that just has the power of unluckiness. It's just not connected, man. It's alright. I'll just stop it. I have no love about it anyway. But yeah, I love Deadpool. If you don't like it, that's your problem. I'll go watch it.
isn't that your problem if you like it?
I mean, no.
Out
'cause
of 1 out
we're
of 10, what
enjoying
would you give it?
Out of 1 out of 10?
Yeah.
He's gonna give it a 10.
I give it a. There were parts that I didn't like the beginning was a little slow to me, so I'll give it like an 8.8. The beginning was slow to me. In the way
It's
they
like a solid 7.
I give it an 8.8 because I didn't like the way they transitioned into. I was gonna say Thanos, but Cable.
Cable.
They make
I mean,
that
the cable transition was a little abrupt.
It was just out of
I
nowhere.
like how they didn't. I like how they didn't explain Cable because he's kind of weird.
I mean, how his Jeans Grey's clone.
No, yeah,
son.
yeah, Madeline Carter.
I like Cable.
But I
He's
do
too
like how they
short.
transition
He
from
was.
the second to third act. Like when Cable comes knocking at that door, it's like I could foreseeably have you be like, I'm gonna show up here because one, Deadpool has already proven this nigga cannot lose a tail to save his fucking life or his bitch's life. This is your bitch, nigga. You gonna get your bitch killed?
No, you know
Really?
what? I wish the Juggernaut had said Juggernaut bitch, so I'll take it to 8.5.
You know what? Juggernaut bitch would have made the movie better.
Juggernaut bitch would have.
See, I was gonna come in at about a 9, just to balance out the rating. But you know what? You're right. I gotta give it an 8. 'cause
To me,
I'm the Juggernaut,
I
bitch.
feel like Juggernaut was too polite. I'm gonna rip you apart now. Oh, I always wanted you to. Oh, yeah, that's just,
You felt like Juggernaut was polite.
He was too
Polite?
polite.
He literally ripped the nigga in
Yeah,
half.
but he was too polite. He's too polite about it. You don't just go to
Ripped
somebody and
him
say,
in
I'm
He
gonna
talked
rip you
about
in
how he was gonna put one through another one's asshole.
No, that part, no. Okay, let's just say this. In the beginning, he was too polite.
Which Juggernaut do you think was better?
I like the one from X-Men 3.
You really like the X-Men 3 one?
The Russian guy who fell through the floor.
He was.
Like a dumbass.
He's like a dumbass, like for real.
So we going with
You
dumbass.
know Ryan Reynolds was Juggernaut, right?
Ryan Reynolds was Juggernaut.
Yeah.
That is both hilarious.
When I looked up the movie, I was just like, oh,
He wants this nigga back.
yes.
You want
Yeah,
this nigga
why
back.
do you want him?
You
That-
want this nigga back.
That was the worst Juggernaut I've ever seen in my
They're
life.
about the same.
No,
No.
look at that dude.
Look at this man. Not even CGI can save this nigga.
Bro, that's the worst Juggernaut I've ever seen in my life.
This looks like your angry school teacher who teaches PE. This is the one chance he has to make that fucking face.
I think his was real.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think Deadpool is one of the best comics to come out. I think it's one of the best movies to come out because a lot of times you don't know what's gonna happen. Like
Also
you,
true.
You couldn't have predicted what that movie was what was gonna happen in that movie.
You couldn't
Just
predict
like you
anything
said.
about that movie.
Exactly. And that's why it's a
Exactly.
good movie.
It's the exact opposite of Avengers Infinity War, where we knew how it was going to end. We knew that there's going to be a part 2. Thanos is going to win. You know that going into the movie, and for all the people like, I can't believe my favorite hero. Shut the fuck up. No one cares that Black Panther died, all right? He's safe because that nigga died. All the niggas who
They
died.
made $1 billion. He will be okay.
No. First of all, they've already shown the test screens where Iron Man is gonna go back in the past in different realities to pull everybody back together. So it doesn't even matter that they lost everybody. What I'm more so upset about Infinity War, which again was a good movie,
Yeah, it was a
But-
good movie, but still.
there were several people in that movie who lost. They could have beat Thanos. Yeah. Straight up, they should have had them in the movie.
Like, first and foremost, Iron Man, you should have iced Peter Quill. Just kill that nigga so that he doesn't wake up Thanos. We'll wish the nigga back later.
AKA Star-Lord.
Star.
Everybody does
Yeah.
call him Peter Quill, but I call
Yeah.
him Star-Lord.
No, you're right.
How does everybody call him Peter Quill though?
Because we basically we taking that nigga down a peg because he was such a bitch
I call
during
him
the
Parks
movie.
and Recreation.
Yeah, you know what? We going back to we going back to Parks and Recreation.
Kung Fu Johnny. Kung Fu Johnny.
Oh, what does he call himself? The FBI, Burt Macklin.
Burt Macklin.
Burt Macklin.
Kung Fu Johnny.
Kung Fu Johnny. But, I mean, yeah, that's the thing that I love the most about Deadpool 2 is that you could not predict where the movie was going to go. Or even, like, you couldn't predict where several of the jokes were going to go. Like, there was a lot of jokes that just kind of like, oh, they're going to end it there. Oh, nope, they're taking it. Okay, all right, can you put down Colossus' ass, Deadpool? Like, stop caressing it. Like, I mean, we get that you're pansexual, nigga. You ain't got to prove it to us.
That was.
I mean,
then again, it wasn't expected, so.
You say it was unexpected. When they said that nigga was pansexual.
I don't think nobody's sexuality matters, but they made a big thing about the lesbians being in it. But I'm just like, y'all. Oh, that's that PC culture bullshit, hive mind. Oh, we get represented. Like, nigga, you were always represented. We just didn't call you out for it.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't get it because I'm not a part. I don't know how to feel like I'm a victim. But we'll get into that on the next podcast.
Like a Harvey Weinstein victim?
No. Harvey Weinstein victims. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that in the next podcast.
They finally going after him, but yeah, again. All right, anyway, Deadpool.
But Deadpool 2, for me,
It's Negasonic.
Negasonic.
Negasonic. I thought it was
Teenage
Mega.
Warhead.
That's stupid.
Well, you can call her name what you want. She's getting paid. Young
I hate her.
lesbian bitch
She
getting
is.
paid.
I hate her.
I think she's there for the
Jokes.
Me Too movement and
Yeah.
Well, no, she was one of the cheapest X-Men that Fox could afford that they had on their roster.
no, they got better.
That was a joke. They said
No, that's the joke. That's what they said Deadpool 1.
I'm like, who else could they get though? I'm trying to think of.
I mean, the fact that
is she in the X-Men
Eventually,
movie?
they are gonna put them both together at one point.
No, was she in the X-Men movies? I haven't watched any of the new
No,
ones.
she wasn't.
No, she was in any of those.
Like she's literally like the cheapest because they just made her up.
Well,
'Cause no one's
Colossus
making
wasn't
shit.
cheap.
No,
Colossus
but that's where they spent the bulk of their money was getting Colossus. They already had Deadpool, and they just took Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and they're like, I mean, she at this point in time had only had like 3 comics, but yeah, let's go with her because one, she gets the kid. Because also you see how much she's changed from the first. The first one, she's like, fuck you, I hate all you niggas. The second one, she's like, yeah, this is my, I guess, friend Deadpool. And it's like, wow, you've grown quite a lot for somebody who hated the fact that you even had to be here.
Maybe she's there for the teenagers.
Also true. Smart idea. Keep them in at the youth. They'll be there for
Teenagers
Deadpool
shouldn't
5.
be watching Deadpool.
Hey man, it was like a 15 or 12-year-old behind me.
Shit, man.
That's
There was
young.
an 8-year-old in my midnight showing.
Yeah, he was with his parents though, and they were old. Like they were real old. They were like his grandparents, and it was kind of freaking me out.
I mean,
Hey, man.
it
You
depends
know, I
on
don't
what
show.
line of thinking you go with kids as far as exposure.
No, it was just
In Japan,
grandparents.
kids watch rated R movies and don't grow up to be anything other than
If
weird.
you're gonna be a fucking psycho,
sniffers.
you're gonna be a fucking psycho. I
Yeah.
don't think of.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean,
You think psychos are
exception
born
being,
or created?
exception
Nurtured.
being if you start killing
Huh?
animals.
Nurtured.
You start killing animals.
Created.
I'm sorry, I got to take you out this world.
Like nature versus
I
nurture.
think CIA.
Yeah.
There was this thing when they said when you had a 24th chromosome that you would be a, what was it, a murderer? I forgot what they called it. Was it the 24th chromosome?
That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
no, that is a little weird.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I can see it if you're saying that this is gonna make someone special needs.
Oh, it was proven to be true with a lot of people in jail. It was weird. I was watching it. I was just like, what the fuck
So
is
the
this?
24th chromosome makes you a sociopath.
On the males.
Psychopath
side.
or sociopath?
Hold on.
We gotta get these terms right.
Anyway.
Gotta
We'll
get-
figure it out later. Deadpool is a fucking murderer.
Hey, I like the fact that
he's
he's
a
a murderer.
hitman.
That dude's a murderer.
I mean, that's just a glorified murderer. No, let me rephrase it. That's a paid murderer, and that's the kind of murder you want to be. If you're gonna murder people, kids, make sure to get paid for it, and not just a stack. Nigga, you need to take at least 10 racks, at least 10 for each body, and also buy you a landfill.
He missed one though.
Yeah, and that's exactly why this became Deadpool 2.
He missed one. In Deadpool 2, when he was chasing after that dude, and he had really a safe room. He would come out. Then of course he got chased out of there.
No, the fact that he tried to do all this murdering shit before his anniversary is like, really, nigga? You don't know time management skills?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that it's probably gonna take you longer to kill some niggas? I guess, yes, the Japanese niggas were bitches, the Russians were bitches, and that Chinese nigga was a bitch too. But that don't mean that old Ruski down the road is a dumbass. That nigga had a panic room.
This might be a segue, but are there Chinese niggers?
Yeah, there are Chinese niggas. There are niggas that live in China. Niggas that grew up in China. China's got 1 billion
Niggas
people.
are everywhere. Niggas were here already too. Crow Indians.
Crow Indians, yeah. Them Crow Indians. We'll never talk about that shit.
Yeah, that's because I thought about how many
White
people
tee.
how that many people they said they transported for slavery.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
I thought about the technology they had.
Shitty boats made of wood.
So made me start thinking some of them niggas was already here.
Well, no, I mean, Pangea.
We talking about okay.
No, he's
Yeah,
talking about.
we're talking about the same thing, but what I'm saying is they didn't transport as many people as they say they did, because this nigga's already here.
Because the other thing that we're forgetting about is that a lot of them made their money through insurance, which means they lost a lot of fucking ships.
I don't know. I mean, I feel I can agree with what you all are saying. But like I said, I did a lot of reading on Zulu and how he kind of messed up the African continent and pushed a lot of black people out of South Africa and southern hemisphere of Africa into the slave owners' arms. Because
Basically, yeah.
It was
A lot of
really
Muslims
messed up.
did too.
Also true, we don't talk about that.
Nobody ever talks about
We
that.
won't ever talk about how many Muslims were trading black people. And also the thing that we don't talk about is how respected the Moors were by like Romans, which is what kept their ass out the fire most of the Middle Ages. It was like, oh, but the Moors, they're great fighters, so you know what? We won't fuck with them.
We have
We'll do
fucked up the
trade.
Deadpool content.
You sure did fuck up this
But get back to Deadpool.
Well, no, I feel like this is good.
That is good. We should. That's.
I
It's
mean,
a
no,
good
we'll-
Deadpool segue because Deadpool's all about nihilism.
yeah, very true.
Cynicism.
It's a mixture of both, though.
Yeah.
Because to a certain extent, Deadpool doesn't get, like, he was nihilistic once Vanessa died. Like,
Yeah.
the nigga's literally like, fuck all this shit,
We still
fuck
can't
life.
take any goddamn thing seriously.
Yeah, but think about the mental state that he's been in. Because he finally gets a shot at
Let's stop
action.
right here real quick. Did he kill her?
Who?
Deadpool. It was his fault she got shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No, it is his fault because he
In
brought
part-
the niggas back to the thing. I'm not saying that he pulled the trigger or that he moved out of the way. You could tell when when he was looking at it, like he looked at her like, no, I'm
Why didn't he
not.
jump in front of the bullet?
The bullet was already gone. The bullet, like when he he looks at the guy shoots the bullet. He turns his head. The bullet's already made it past his body.
Another thing, he's been stopping bullets with his swords the whole time. He couldn't.
He didn't even have his swords
He
on
didn't have
because
his
He
sword.
had his scraper, his cream cheese scraper.
that
He
nigga-
already thrown it.
yeah, because remember he threw
That's
it.
what made
He
the
threw
guy
it first.
flinch.
Yeah, that's what made the
Made
guy flinch.
and shoot the gun at him.
Which
He made
technically,
him flinch and made the gun shoot towards her.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was his fault.
But also, there's a theory that she's the embodiment of Lady Death, and he will always be around Death when she's around.
that's true.
Really?
I mean,
technically, it
Francis.
could be
We
her
talked
fault.
about that.
Francis.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Remember when she came around? he
Lady
killed
Death
her?
is a character from the comics as well, so it just depends. She kind of looks like her,
Yeah.
but they did Lady Death in a sense in Thor Ragnarok. Wasn't she Lady Death?
I mean, no.
I still haven't seen that movie.
You still
by the way.
haven't seen it yet?
It's gonna be on
Who was
Netflix.
Lady Death in Thor Ragnarok?
Wasn't his sister supposed to be Lady Death?
No,
No,
she wasn't Lady
I
Death.
haven't seen it.
She's one of his. She's one of the. She's the proper heir.
Nah, this is the wrong Lady Death.
She was actually his sister, though, right?
Although she got a Lady
That's
Death.
Thor's sister.
Yeah,
So let me see.
that's the one from the comics.
It's not the one from the comics.
Not the one from the comic, but like
A different comic. It's a comic called Lady Death.
No. Lady Death and Thanos and Deadpool have an interesting relationship.
They
That's
do.
why if they ever put it together, the rumor is he wants what's his name to come back, Hugh Jackman. But I really think him and Spider-Man are better together, man.
No, I feel like him and Hugh Jackman would be a
Him
better.
and Spider-Man.
No,
bro.
that young guy, he'll
Not that.
destroy that.
But
No,
they're
they're
never-
both assholes, bro.
They are
Just
both
get- You'll
assholes.
read their comics, you'll be like, it's hilarious. Oh, matter of fact, the one I sent you
Yeah, I saw it.
from Comic Story, like Deadpool and him, they just kept making
Right.
jokes.
Yeah, but he blew his brains out.
What, in the end? I didn't watch it to the
He
end.
blew Spider-Man's
I could just-
brains out of his head.
Peter
It
Parker.
wasn't
Really?
in the end. It was like 10 minutes.
Yeah, most of his comics are one-offs because
That's the one
that's
you're
her, and
it
that looks
kinda
like her, right?
So that's what I'm saying.
So it depends on
if
what
she
they're going
is
with.
Lady Death, maybe she killed herself. Maybe she can't be in that room.
Well,
Which would also explain why she's in that room that he can't ever get into.
Right, because she's Lady Death.
Yeah. Which, technically, he's doing humanity a disservice by bringing that bitch back. Because he literally did that
we don't
first
know
thing.
if she's really bad.
No,
or-
no. In the end credit scenes, he brings her back first.
Yeah, we saw
Then
that.
he goes says, yes, she is back.
What ending will they go with? Because they have
No, they're going with that ending.
because he killed Ryan Reynolds, so Ryan Reynolds never made Deadpool.
Yes. Yes, Ryan Reynolds never made Deadpool, but somehow Deadpool still lives. I get it. Time travel is a
Well,
bitch.
technically, that's parallel universe travel. Maybe he didn't time travel; he parallel universe travel. Because in that sequence, he would have never the film people made him do the one with Wolverine's origins. They said he had to do both to be Deadpool. It was either none or all. So he had to go to a parallel universe and not back in time.
He wanted the Deadpool movie
I see
so
what you're
bad that
saying
he
now.
decided to be Deadpool in that movie, and he hated it.
He had to be. They forced
Yeah,
him.
but he was
that was the only way he was going to be able to introduce Deadpool.
exactly.
To the masses.
But that's the thing
But
about
those
it.
two, the fact that that movie was a success or failure didn't really create this Deadpool at all. Those, I don't even know, they're not even the same universe at all, right?
But I'm saying he couldn't have gone back and killed them if it had to be parallel.
I don't. It depends on what they do, because you remember X-Men reset their universe. When,
They did reset their
so
universe.
which universe does that exist in? Because that's the last X-Men I saw, and it was
That-
like another 3
That
hours.
existed in the universe where X-Men...
Before they made Apocalypse into a
Yeah.
little bitch.
Yeah,
Also, Deadpool was in the 70s in that movie. That didn't make any sense.
exactly. That didn't make any sense at all.
That movie makes zero sense.
Yeah. But
But
they've
that- all that
they've
stuff-
retconned all that shit by Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Correct.
saying. So he went to a different,
But it doesn't explain his age, but we're not even going to get into that.
What does it, Deadpool age?
Yeah, because it made him seem like he had just...
Technically, Deadpool doesn't age.
I thought
He's
he's
like
stronger
Wolverine.
than Wolverine. He's stronger than Wolverine.
No,
He got
no.
a heightened sense more than him, but he.
No, he don't. He only has one power.
No, he only has one power, and that.
The healing factor. That's
Yeah,
it.
healing factor is his
What?
power.
That's
But
why
all
I
other
thought he had a
things.
little bit more than
all
that.
that
no.
jumping and all that moving doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, he has heightened healing factor, but that's
I thought he
also
had, like-
something you'd be able to do if you always regenerate to 100%. Imagine never getting tired when you run, because that's
Your
essentially what
muscles
his
would
body is.
consistently get stronger and
Because
stronger and stronger.
even the problem with Wolverine is Wolverine has healing factor, which, fuck you, Apple. No, that was me. That wasn't you. Yeah, he has healing factor, but he doesn't have healing factor like Deadpool. Deadpool, literally, his body is always at 100%.
That's what I said. That's what I thought. His healing factor is different from Wolverine's. Wolverine cannot get ripped in half.
No,
Wolverine can't get ripped.
No, he cannot.
no, he can get his
Wolverine
spinal.
had his
he
whole
get-
freaking spine and everything
Yes,
taken
and
out
you
his
remember-
body,
remember
and
how-
he lived.
and you remember how slowly that nigga moved?
He still lived.
Yeah,
Yes,
bones
but
grew
it's
back.
different.
yeah, but he can't be ripped in half. It's different,
He
dude.
can't be ripped in half.
No, he can't.
In the comic books, he's been ripped in half.
No, in the comic book, they took his head off, and the nigga died. And then when they put his head back with his body, the nigga came back to life.
The comic books, well, I guess we can't really describe the two universes. The
Because
comic
they've
books
cut off
are-
Deadpool's head and he's come back.
Deadpool has come back from a drop of blood.
Yeah, true. Also true. Also
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if Deadpool is the real. We don't know
He's
if he's real.
stronger than Wolverine with this.
No,
healing
Wolverine will whip his ass.
factor. Yeah, no, I'm not saying
No,
he's not
no,
stronger
no,
than
he
him.
wouldn't.
His healing factor is from Wolverine. I don't know who has a better.
They've
healing
altered
factor.
it though. It's like if I take
His
Cap-
feeling.
He got his healing factor.
I
from
feel like
Wolverine.
he has a little bit. I feel like he has I feel like he's stronger as far as strength than Deadpool is. But at the same time, I feel like Deadpool is probably a little faster.
Nah,
And the
he's
reason
not.
a
I
little
say-
faster?
and the
He's
reason-
not faster than Wolverine.
Yeah, just a
He
little.
has
A little
He's not
faster?
than Wolverine.
he's younger than Wolverine too.
Yeah,
You gotta
because
take
Wolverine, whenever he gets hit with shit, he gets hit. You don't see Wolverine really dodging bullets and shit like that.
Yeah,
Deadpool,
come
you see him.
How? You know what didn't make
He
sense?
doesn't even dodge those.
That's what
bullets.
I'm
Most
saying.
of the time when he's, if you notice on the scene when they were shooting, he got shot.
How was Professor X
hilarious.
alive?
How's Professor X alive?
Like in our
No
time.
one fucking knows.
What do you mean?
Because he was.
He was dead in Logan. He was pretty much on his
No,
death.
no,
That's
bed.
the future.
No, not that. I'm talking
no.
about like his origin story is from like Nazis, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Well,
but they
yeah.
experiment on both of them, though.
Yeah, but he's like old.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Like,
He is
shouldn't
old.
be alive.
Well,
Well, I mean, that again goes back to Days of Future Past. Once you.
That's how old. But I'm saying that's how old Wolverine is. You gotta understand, Deadpool's way younger than Wolverine.
Deadpool was around in the 70s according to X-Men Origins.
True.
That's
But
what I was talking
Wolverine
about.
was around in the 20s.
Wolverine was around in the freaking
First war.
1900s.
Like, the fucking-
Exactly. So he's
We don't
younger.
know how old he is.
So Deadpool's much younger than Wolverine, which means he would have a higher capability.
Wolverine outlives Deadpool.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. Can't. It's
You
impossible.
sure?
No, Deadpool's still going.
Well, the Hulk outlives them all.
Who?
The Hulk.
Oh,
How?
Well, yeah, the
another
Hulk
one.
does outlive everybody.
There's another one that has the healing factor too. He gets shot and shit all the time.
Well, no. The reason the Hulk outlives is because the Hulk becomes everybody's bitch. I mean, how many times has that nigga been on the chain in front of Thanos, Doctor Doom? Everybody puts the Hulk in his place. They'll kill everybody else, but they gonna keep that Hulk because that's a rare breed.
we have a Hulk.
Why does everybody say Hulk is the strongest Avenger?
He is.
And we're talking physical. And we're talking physical force.
Nobody's
Yes,
stronger than
But there's a God.
He's stronger than him.
Yes.
Yeah.
he's
Hulk will
not
whip his
stronger
ass.
than
Especially
Hulk
Stormbreaker.
will whip his ass.
Hulk
Wait,
is not
which
stronger.
Hulk?
The thing
You
about
gotta think
Hulk
about
we
which
don't
Hulk.
realize is that they haven't done it in the Marvel universe. I guess it's questionable. But the thing about Hulk, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. So he can only get madder.
Yeah.
Like his
He's
power.
strong.
Is
Okay,
infinite.
you know what? If we're going by Avengers, yes.
Yeah.
Because the one nigga who won't join the Avengers is stronger than Hulk.
Who?
That guy whose power is the flaming sun. I forget what that guy's name
I
is.
know who you're talking
Oh,
Remember the guy who fights Hulk at the end of Hulk
Birdman.
of World Breaker Hulk
Harvey Birdman.
And we're talking about from
Isn't
the
Harvey
from the
comic books.
from the comic books. He's
Are you talking about Adam Strange? No.
no. Remember the guy who is so strong that he literally doesn't want to fight in the war,
He can-
and it's not until Hulk puts every nigga on display. and
Shazam?
No, that's
No,
DC.
he looks like Superman.
Yeah, he does. God, what's that guy's
It's
name?
Marvel Superman.
No, I forgot his name.
No.
But he doesn't fight.
I know, but he said stronger. That's all
I
he
don't
said
know.
is stronger. He didn't say
They didn't
who
say he was
fights.
strong. They were just like, "Are you gonna fight?" He was like, "I don't know." He's like, "I don't really."
And what
If
is-
you guys did this, I didn't do this.
And why did they say Captain America beat Iron Man?
Captain America lost. He lost in Civil War.
He did, right?
Yeah,
He had to have Bucky help him, right?
I mean, yeah. You look, nigga. I count them two gay niggas together. All right, they.
They're not gay.
You say whatever you want. It's 2018. They can be gay.
Because when I was in the movie theater, everybody started
They are
cheering
not gonna make
for
him gay.
Captain America.
I understand they're not gonna make a gay.
Century.
Century.
Ah,
Yes.
Century.
Damn, I beat
Century.
into it. Damn, beat Century.
Century's strong as fuck.
I wish
He's
Deadpool,
like Superman.
I wish Deadpool would come to the Avengers.
Nah, he wouldn't last. They'll kick him out. He can't
No,
even go last.
he failed his trainee test.
I thought that was the hilarious part where he said, "I'm an S-Man trainee." Every time
Even
he
little
calls
kid,
himself
even
an
little
S-Man.
kid was like, trainee. He's like,
He didn't
you know,
fail his
fuck
trainee
you.
test.
Fuck
Yes,
you.
he did.
Yes, he did.
They told him don't kill nobody.
That was literally the one commandment they gave that
But
nigga.
that's what he does. And that dude was
Then that means
torturing
you-
a little boy. I mean, come
I'm
on.
not saying I'm mad that pedophile Bob died. I'm just saying he failed his test.
Was he a pedophile? He kept calling him a pedophile. when they
No,
called him
no,
Jesus.
that nigga looks like a
Yeah,
pedophile.
he looked real creepy.
Like whoever the actor is, I hope they gave that
He's
nigga
a-
a protection squad. Because if I had seen that nigga directly at that movie, I'd have punched that nigga in the
He's
face.
always creepy in every movie. He can't get from being creepy. It's who he is.
He looks like a mass shooter.
He does look like a mass shooter.
Why? Because he what?
Most of them are.
Most 99.99% are.
We're going body count numbers or at one time?
They got them both, bro.
They got both
They're
of them.
winning. What the who was winning?
Who?
What?
Name someone who's killed more people than German
That-
white people.
Who? They still got it.
The African king.
Nope, not even close.
Yes. He
Not
was
even close.
Lit. Zulu.
No, Zulu killed a lot of people,
Hitler wins.
but Hitler wins
How does
always.
Zulu lose to Hitler? We don't even know the body count on Zulu.
Just based on the war, they killed the Germans. If you want to call him responsible for it, it was like 600,000 deaths, right? Or
No,
was it,
he killed more than
1.6
8 million Jews.
And not the millions.
8 million?
That number has always been a little funny, but let's say he at least killed 5 million people.
Okay,
Sir, do you remember what the Jewish population was like
But
pre-Hitler?
everybody's killed Jews in history for some
They
reason
were
or
small
another.
enough to get into Israel, nigga. Israel ain't no big ass country. Nigga, Israel's like Buckhead. All right?
They didn't kill them all.
No, he did kill them all. He did kill them all. But I'm just saying, Jews were there were enough Jews to be able to fill out 5 countries and be like lower class citizens. So like black people, they're like 10% of each of these countries.
But Zulu cleared out the entire bottom of South Africa.
Look, the entire bottom of South Africa was not as populated as
What
Poland,
about-
Germany, France. God, is it?
What about Zhu,
Austria.
the Chinese guy?
I mean, technically, you're right if we're counting percentage-wise. If you're talking about,
'Cause he went.
if you're talking about
Damn.
if you're talking about,
That was a cleansing of the royal Chinese blood.
if you're talking about him or you're talking about Attila the Hun, then you're right because
Or
percentage-wise,
Genghis Khan.
sorry, Genghis Khan. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if you're talking percentage-wise compared to the world, then yeah, they all beat Hitler. But as far as like body count that white people want to talk about, because nobody wants to talk about the Atlantic slave trade, which is Britain's fault. So that puts all that blood on the crown.
And
The crown
it's
has
the
a-
time. Y'all know what that sound is.
Oh man, It's a wrap.
Is my nuts roasting
It's
in the
a
microwave?
wrap.
Yep, man.
All right. I always kick a freestyle at the end of it. All right. Yeah.
Well, RL, it's great having you on. Hit the freestyle.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Expletive.
It's a wrap.
All right. Okay.
Why'd you?
All right.
Why'd you open up?
Yeah.
What were you?
Okay.
I think that's his flex.
All right. Yeah. Murder, murder. Streets. Put that on repeat 10 times and it's a hit.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was our Deadpool
2.
This is America.
2 for
Don't
today.
get you slipping
Deadpool
though.
World War II. Murderers, killers, XYY Gene. We went a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, we went a little everywhere, but we should have. But anyway, we
Art
out.
said, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Wrap